Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so we're talking about the Chicago Bulls tonight, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. Of course, that means like 7:42, something like that, 7:43, I think. Since the game is in Los Angeles, we know it's going to be a little late, fashionably late, LA style. But nevertheless, we got the Bulls coming in, new look Bulls. Last time we saw the Bulls, they had an entirely different team. There's a bunch of other people on the team that are now in place from all over the place. And, they've been actually coming together to look pretty good. I called it point guard hell, but they've been able to find rotations that get a lot out of them. And, of course, you got Modest Buzelis, who's coming off a 41-point game, who is still developing into what I think is going to be a pretty damn big star. And then you got Josh Giddey, who's back, who's having a career year as well. So I think Chicago is sneaky dangerous. They have won 3 of their last 5 basketball games, and they played hard against some teams that they lost to. So let's get into it. Now, the furthest game behind us is a big win against the Milwaukee Bucks. 120-97 was the score. These Bulls got that victory in Chicago. And let's see how the stats went. We'll talk about it as we always do. Team stats first. 51% for the Bulls from the field, 43 of 84. 37% for the Milwaukee Bucks, 35 of 95. From the three-point line, the Bulls shot 37%, 18 of 49, and the Bucks 13 of 46 for 28%. The Bucks shot 82% from the free throw line, 14 of 17. The Bulls shot 70%, 16 of 23. From the offensive rebounds, 7 for the Bulls, 11 for the Bucks. Regular rebounds, 50 for the Bulls, 45 for the Bucks. 34 assists for the Bulls, 26 for the Bucks. 14 steals for the Bulls, 9 for the Bucks. 8 blocks for the Bulls, 3 for the Bucks. 18 turnovers for the Bulls, 14 points off of those. 19 for the Bucks, 20 points off of those. 15 fast break points for Milwaukee, 22 for Chi-Town. 50 points in the paint for Chicago, 26 for Milwaukee. 23 was the largest lead of the game for the Bulls. They led 26% of the time. 16 was the largest lead of the game for the Bucks. They led 65% of the time. So to have gotten blown out after having a 16-point lead and having to lead the majority of the game, to lose by 23 points is nuts. I don't know what's going on in Milwaukee. I know how I feel about Doc Rivers. I'm trying to hold my tongue. But anyway, the Bucks have 6 players in double figures, with the high man being Bobby Portis, who shot 50% from the field in this one. No Giannis, of course. I don't think he's ever returning to the Bucks, to be honest with you. All right, so let's read off these names of this new looks Bulls team. Yabusele, 23 minutes, 16 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 4 of 6 from the line, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, no turnovers, 1 offensive board plus 8. Nice game for Gerson Yabusele. Isaac Okoro, 32 minutes, 7 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, plus 8. Modest Buzelis, 32 minutes, 20 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 blocks, plus 3 for Modest. Jones, 28 minutes, 13 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 block, minus 4. Giddey, 32 minutes, 20 points, 7 of 14 from the field, 5 of 11 from 3, hit his only free throw attempt. He had 14 boards, 10 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block, 3 offensive boards, plus 26, led the entire, well, no, he didn't. He was too shy behind Colin Sexton, who we'll get to later. But triple-double showed up for Josh Giddey on a great shooting night. This is a fantastic line. Lamar Miller, one of my young favorite players who played for the Minnesota Timberwolves, which means he didn't play at all. Now he's getting an opportunity with these Bulls. 27 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 offensive boards, plus 38. He led the entire team. I overlooked him. Lamar Miller has been good. And just like I say about everybody who plays for Minnesota, if their coach would just get out the way, they'd find out how much talent they have on their team. Lamar Miller, yet another player. He refused to play. Nick Richards, 27 minutes, 11 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive board, plus 8 for Nick Richards, who now plays for this team somehow. He's jumped around a lot since leaving Charlotte. Ulbrich, 1 minute, plus 3. Colin Sexton, 32 minutes, 22 points, 9 of 14 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, 3 steals, plus 28. Colin Sexton is really part of a different type of thing that the Bulls got going on right now. You have to take him seriously no matter what uniform he puts on. Young Bull is playing great ball for Chicago. He's playing great ball, and I don't know what his contract looks like, but I would love to have him on this team next year. That's what I will say. So, yeah, that's what happened there. Rob Dillingham, another player from the Minnesota Timberwolves, couldn't get on the floor. 5 minutes, 0 of 2 from the field, 1 assist, 1 steal, -6. He also has weird minutes in this team, too, because they got a million point guards. Kawamura, another super talented point guard that they got down there. 1 minute, 1 steal, +3. And Mac McClung did not get any minutes in this game. But if you notice what Mac McClung's been doing in the G League, he had like a career high of 1 million points or something like that a few nights ago. Mac McClung needs to be in this league, man. He definitely needs to be in this league. So that's what happened, man. The Milwaukee Bucks got slaughtered by these Chicago Bulls, and we'll move on to see who the Bulls play next. All right, next up for the Bulls was a game against the champs, 116-108. Of course, the Thunder won the game because the Thunder win all the games. And this game was also in Chicago. All right, so the Bulls and the Thunder both shot 43% from the field, 43 of 99 for OKC, 39 of 90 for Chicago. Chicago had 49 3-points attempted, 17 of them made for 35%, and the Thunder were 10 of 42 for 24% from 3. 20 of 24 from the free throw line for the Thunder, 83%. 13 of 19 for the Bulls, 68%. 53 boards for the Bulls, 51 for the Thunder. 10 offensive boards for the Bulls, 12 for OKC. 27 assists for Chicago, 23 for OKC. 10 steals for the Thunder, 3 for the Bulls. 3 blocks for both teams. 9 turnovers for OKC, 7 points off of those. 19 turnovers for the Chicago Bulls, 25 points off of those. Not so nice there. 20 fast break points for OKC, 6 for Chicago, 52 points in the paint for OKC, 42 for the Bulls. Bulls led 3% of the time and had a 2-point lead at one point. Thunder led 87% of the time and had a 19-point lead at one point. All right. So the high man for the Thunder was Jared McCain, 25 minutes, 20 points. 8 of 15 shooting, 4 of 9 from 3, man. McCain is just a luxury that the Thunder did not deserve. They were able to turn one of their million picks into another potential star. The Thunder, the rich get richer, y'all. What can I say? They had 6 players in double figures. All right, Yabusele, 29 minutes, 18 points, 7 of 14 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3, 0 of 1 from the line, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 offensive boards, -12 for Gerson Yabusele. Isaac Okoro, 32 minutes, 4 points, 1 of 9 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, -11. Modest Buzelis, 20 minutes, 11 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 3 of 4 from the line, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, 0 in the plus-minus. Jones, 26 minutes, 15 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 offensive board, -18. Giddey, 33 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 1 offensive board, -15. He just fills the box score up every night. Lamar Miller, 21 minutes, 8 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 turnover, -1. Look out for the energy and the length and the defensive prowess of Lamar Miller. He's the exact type of player that you take for granted, and all of a sudden he gives you a lot of problems in a single basketball game. I know what I'm talking about. He's wiry, he's strong. He can tend to hit shots here and there, but he's going to do damage on the defensive end, and he's going to do damage driving at the rim. So just, if he has a big game, do not say you weren't prepared, because I'm telling you, the opportunities are there for that kid. Nick Richards, 23 minutes, 12 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 0 of 2 from the line, 13 boards, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 3 offensive boards, +5 for Nick Richards. Obrick, 3 minutes, missed his only 3-point attempt, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, +8. Young Bull, 28 minutes, 20 points, 6 of 14 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, -2 for Colin Sexton. And Dillingham, 24 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 7 from the field, over 3 from 3, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, plus 6. And that's how it went for the champs and the Bulls. Bulls played them hard, but couldn't overcome the Thunder. And lost at home. All right, next up for the Chicago Bulls was a game against Phoenix. They got the win, 105-103 in Phoenix. They came into Phoenix. Nick Richards got his revenge game on. And let's see how things went. So the Phoenix Suns shot 39% from the field, 36 of 92. The Bulls shot 48%, 41 of 86. From the three-point line, the Bulls shot 25%, 7 of 28. And the Suns 13 of 46 for 28% from three. Free throw line, Suns 67%, 18 of 27. Bulls 64%, 16 of 25. 48 assists for Phoenix, 46 for Chicago. 14 offensive boards for the Suns, 9 for the Bulls. 24 assists for the Suns. 24 assists for the Suns. 23 for the Bulls. 8 steals for the Bulls, 7 for the Suns, 3 blocks for both teams. 15 turnovers for the Suns, 12 points off of those. 13 for Chicago, 13 points off of those. 22 fast break points for the Bulls, 10 for the Suns. 68 points in the paint for the Bulls, 44 for Phoenix. 12 was a large lead of the game for Chicago. They led 96% of the time, and the Suns never led, believe it or not. Despite only losing by 2 at home, they never led in this game. All right, let's see how Colin Sexton and them did what they did. And ironically enough, Colin Sexton was the high man with 30 points. I didn't know that when I said that. Wow. All right. Yabusele, 37 minutes, 16 points, 6 of 15 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, plus 7. Okoro, 36 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 7 from the field, over 1 from 3, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, minus 1. Lamar Miller, 24 minutes, 8 points, 3 of 9 from the field, over 5 from 3, that's not his thing. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 1 turnover, plus 11. Sexton, 38 minutes, 30 points. 11 of 19 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 6 of 8 from the line, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 1 offensive board, plus 11. Jones, 29 minutes, 21 points, 9 of 15 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 2 of 3 from the line, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 1 offensive board, minus 3. Richards, 29 minutes, 9 points, 2 of 2 from the field, 5 of 10 from the line, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 offensive boards, minus 8 against his old squad. Ubrick, 17 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 4 offensive boards, 0 and a plus minus. Rob Dillingham, 21 minutes, 11 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. 2 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 assist, minus 7. And Kawamura, 10 minutes, 0 of 1 from both the 3 and field, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, 0 and a plus minus. Buzelis didn't give it a go, neither did Giddey, and that is why Sexton and Jones went off and beat the Phoenix Suns, who had a high man of 27 being Devin Booker, and Grayson had 21 off the bench, but they only had 5 players in double figures. Nobody scoring over 13 after that. So that's how it went, man. Suns laid an egg. Bad shooting night from a lot of people. Jalen Green did that inefficient thing with a lot of volume as usual, and it hurts this team bad, especially when another player like Grayson has a bad shooting night too. So, yeah, that's how that went, man. Iguodala hit all 5 of his shots, but they lost to the Bulls and never had the lead. Moving on. By the way, anytime anybody beats the Phoenix Suns, that's very good for us. Anytime anyone beats the Rockets, the Denver Nuggets, we always appreciate all of that because of the teams we were going up against. Minnesota's been struggling lately. Thank you to the ugly Clippers for beating them last night. All of that has left us in 4th place as of right now. So we got a chance to beat a sub-500 ball club and potentially vault into 3rd place for doing so. So this game is a little more important than maybe all of us are leading on here right now. All right, so the Phoenix Suns got beat. Next up for the Bulls, 126-110 loss, inexplicable loss to the Sacramento Kings in Sacramento. How do you beat that team and then let Sacramento beat you? I don't know. But DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine got their revenge game on. I don't even know if they played, but that's what it was. So the Kings attempted 1 million shots, 47 of 105 from the field for 45%. The Bulls shot 35 of 84 for 42%. Bulls shot 17 of 45 for 38% from 3, 11 of 26 for the Kings for 38% there as well. 21 of 23 for the Kings, from 91% from the Lions. 23 of 34 for the Bulls, 68%. So that's right there is getting your butt kicked. You dropped 11. Is that 11? Yeah, 11 free throws missed. You're going to lose. 49 rebounds for the Chicago Bulls, 55 for the Kings. 9 offensive rebounds for the Bulls, 13 for the Kings. 33 assists for the Kings, 27 for the Bulls. 5 steals for the Kings, 2 for the Bulls. 6 blocks for both teams. Only 4 turnovers for the Kings, 4 points off of those. 14 turnovers for the Bulls, 13 points off of those. So yeah, Kings took care of the basketball, hit all their free throws. The other team didn't. They attempted way more shots because of it. All of that worked out for Sac. 9 fast break points for both teams. 68 points in the paint for Sacramento. 36 for the Kings. For the Bulls. 36 points in the paint for Chicago. Largely the game for Chicago was 5. They led 8% of the time. And for the Kings, was 17. They led it 88% of the time. So yeah, rather strange game. Let's see. Yabusele, 22 minutes, 4 points, 1 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 3 offensive rebounds, 0 in the plus minus. He was also 1 of 2 from the free throw line, I forgot to say. Isaac Okoro, 24 minutes, 9 points, 2 of 5 from both the 3 and field, 4 of attempted free throws, 3 of them hit, 1 rebound, 1 assist, -9 for Okoro. Bozelis, 30 minutes, 20 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 8 of 9 from the line, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 blocks, 1 offensive board, -4 for Matas Bozelis. Jones, 32 minutes, 12 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 2 of 3 from the line, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 1 steal, -16. And Giddey, 34 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line. He had 12 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 offensive board, 0 in a plus minus. Another triple-double for Giddey. All right, and Sticks returns. Jalen Smith, 20 minutes, 4 points, 1 of 6 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 block, -6. So he had a breakout season. He did, and I guess he went down with an injury somewhere in the last month. He has since returned here against the Kings, and that is, 2 games or 3 games ago. I expect for him to be right back to where he was when he was playing well right about now. So I would expect Jalen Smith to play well tonight. Just a hunch, but look out for him. Pat Will also made his return, 17 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 from the 3, 1 rebound, 3 turnovers, 1 block, -18. They paying that boy way too much. Lamar Miller, because of it, got 1 minute, 0 of 1 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, -2. So maybe Miller's numbers go down after all that with the lack of minutes with these players returning. But they would be wise to play Miller over Williams, in my opinion. I just think he's a better player overall. Nick Richards, 21 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 3 offensive boards, +5. Ubrick, 1 minute, -2. Colin Sexton, 22 minutes, 28 points, 9 of 12 from the field, 7 of 9 from 3, 3 of 4 from the line. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, -9. That's a stellar basketball game that he played right there for a bad team. To lose to a bad team, I hate that for him. That's a night where he could have really helped a team like us, like the Nuggets, like the Knicks. Imagine if Colin Sexton played for a contender and had this type of line where he only missed like 3 shots on the night, 28 points, and didn't turn the ball over. That type of production should never be on a tanking ball club. Rob Dillingham, 15 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, -17. Ugly game for Rob. And Kawamara, 1 minute, -2. High man for Sacramento was Max Renaud with 26. Actually, it was Monk. Our boy Malik Monk had 30 off the bench. And that's how it went. Daquan Plowden continues to show signs of being a very nice athletic wing. I would love to pry him away from the Kings before he gets a chance to really show what he can do. He's exactly what we need, an athlete who's not going to cost too much. I would try to snatch him if at all possible because he is an athlete at the wing spot. So, and I know nobody's talking about him anyway. Nobody knows who he is, but I'm paying close attention to him. Daquan Plowden for Sacramento. All right, so moving on. The Kings, despite having an amazing game from Colin Sexton and a triple-double from Giddey, lost to the Kings. The Bulls did. If I said the Kings, the Bulls did. All right, next up, The Bulls got a victory against the Golden State Warriors in San Francisco in overtime. 130-124 was the score. This was the Modest Buzelis game, man. That's what this was. All right, the Bulls shot 50 of 112. That's a lot of shots. 45% from the field. And the Warriors 44 of 105 for 42% from the field. The Bulls shot 15 of 47 from 3 for 32%, and the Warriors 20 of 54 for 37%. From the line, 16 of 18 for the Warriors, 89%. For the Bulls, 15 of 18 for 83%. Bulls had 64 rebounds in this game, 49 for the Warriors. 20 offensive rebounds for the Bulls, 12 for the Warriors. 34 assists for the Bulls, 30 for the Warriors, 6 steals for the Bulls, 9 for the Warriors, 6 blocks for the Bulls, 14 points off of those, 12 for Golden State, 12 points off of those. Actually, no. 14 turnovers for the Bulls, 17 points off of those. 12 turnovers for the Warriors, 17 points off of those as well. 6 blocks for the Bulls, 12 for the Warriors. So I think I might have jumbled all that up somehow. 17 fast break points for the Bulls, 12 for the Warriors. 64 points in the paint for the Bulls, 44 for the Warriors. 13 was the largest lead of the game for the Bulls. They led 52% of the time. And for the Warriors, it was 10. They led 46% of the time. All right. Yabusele, 23 minutes, 2 points, 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 steals, minus 11 for Yabusele. Sticks back in the starting lineup, 34 minutes, 12 points, 3 of 13 from the field, 2 of 10 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, 6 offensive boards, plus 1. Terrible shooting for Jalen Smith. Modest Buzelis, 45 minutes, 41 points, 6 of 28 from the field, 5 of 15 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, plus 8 for Buzelis. All right, Lamar Miller back in the starting lineup. Shot 50%, 38 minutes, 17 points, 8 of 16 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 6 offensive boards, plus 14. Play him. Josh Giddey, 43 minutes, 21 points, 7 of 16 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 13 rebounds, 17 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, plus 14. Is this the most underrated player in basketball? Because I know he had the stuff off the court that wasn't pretty. But since he's been a Bull, he was an MVP candidate to start the season, got hurt, sort of like Austin Reeves, although Austin wasn't necessarily an MVP candidate. But Austin and him were kind of mirroring one another to a degree, playing great and then getting hurt and not being able to make the All-Star team. They were both shoo-ins for All-Star. I compared them. They were both drafted at the same time, and I told you guys I thought Austin was like a lesser version of Josh Giddey. I think Austin has since ascended into something much better than that, but I still kind of see them on par with one another. And Giddey is he's putting up numbers, man. 21, 13, and 17. That is nothing to play with. Nick Richards, 28 minutes, 10 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 3 offensive rebounds, minus 5 for Nick Richards. Jones, 33 minutes, 22 points, 10 of 18 from the field, 2 of 6 from the 3, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound, plus 11 for Jones. And Rob Dilley, 20 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, minus 2. Yeah, Rob Dillingham is not shooting well at all. He's a cold streak. I'd let him shoot right now. Pat Will didn't play. He had a left ankle sprain. Okoro didn't play. Sexton didn't play. Kawamura didn't play. So who knows if these injuries are real. I think the Bulls are just playing whoever, seeing what they got. And I think Lamar Miller is something to hold on to. So anytime he gets big minutes, he does big things. That's what I'm seeing. All right, as far as the Golden State Warriors, they had 7 players in double figures. 4 of them had 17 points. So this is a very balanced attack for the Warriors. And 17 was the high, man. So Santos, Porzingis, Cryer, and Spencer all had 17 points. And that's how that went, man. The Bulls were able to squeeze out the victory in overtime in Golden State. Another road victory for the Chicago Bulls, who are not doing all that bad on this road trip. Not doing all that bad. They've won 2 out of 3 on this road trip so far. And now they get to come into our building. And we're coming off two good wins, man. New York and Minnesota. Minnesota shot poorly, and we were able to take advantage. And, don't look now, but we're in 4th place. We've won, what is it, 7 of our last 8 or something like that? Something like that. A lot of those teams have sucked, if I'm being honest with myself, but you play who's in front of you, and we've been beating who's in front of us, and we feel good about that. Yeah, we won 6 of our last 7. That's how that works. 6 of our last 7, Golden State, Sac, and New Orleans, Indy, New York, and Minnesota. The last 2 have been playoff teams. So Chicago is like a little bit of a breather in theory. You would expect Chicago doesn't win tonight, but you never know. Chicago's been doing some good things if you don't play well against them. Obviously, Giddey can do great things. If Young Bull plays, he can do great things as well. So this is a dangerous team if you take your foot off the gas. All right, let's see what's going on with the injury report. It is extensive. Marcus Smart is a game-time decision. Maxi Kleber, game-time decision. Bron, game-time decision. Jackson Hayes, game-time decision. For the Bulls, Pat Will, game-time decision. Jalen Smith, game-time decision. Yabusele, game-time decision. Bulls Ellis, game-time decision. Giddey, game-time decision. So I don't know who's going to be on the floor tonight. You tell me, Chicago, who are you running? It's gonna be interesting to see what the hell is actually ran out there, because honestly, it's so many people on the injury report, and the Bulls particularly have so many different people that they can run. It just seems like they're doing musical chairs out there right now, just running whatever and seeing what they have, which is sound strategy for a team that's thinking and has a lot of talent, especially 1-year guys on contracts that potentially could be re-signed or let go of. This is exactly what you do. All right, so the Bulls are 27-38, 12th in the East. 11-20 is their home and away, 25th overall offensive rating, 23rd overall defensive rating, and 23rd net rating. Lakers, 40-25 in the West. That's 4th. 21-12 is our home and away. 8th overall offensive rating, which has increased. Defensive rating is 20th. I think we're getting better there. And net rating overall 17th, which is pretty much on par with what we've been all season. But our offensive rating is starting to shoot up a little bit, and we like that. And let's see what these teams are wearing tonight. Bulls going to be wearing classic reds, some of my favorite uniforms there. Old Chicago Bulls type Michael Jordan stuff going on. And we're going to be wearing yellow at home for a change, which is kind of strange considering how often that is not the case. So it's going to look like a throwback Lakers-Bulls game with those colors. It's going to be nice. Trey Jones, Josh Giddey, Isaac Okoro, Modest Bucelis, and Jalen Smith are expected to start, although all those people are game-time decisions, it seems. And Austin, Luka, Bron, Rui, and DeAndre Ayton are expected to be our starters, but then again, I don't expect those people to play either, some of them. We'll see if Bron gives it a go. Jaden Ivey is also out. I don't know if he's returning or not. They have more people on this injury report than I've ever seen in my life. Modest Bucelis, game-time decision. Zach Collins out for the season. Noah Singay out for the season. Josh Giddey, game-time decision. Jaden Ivey out. Isaac Okoro, game-time decision. Colin Sexton, game-time decision. Anthony Simons, I forgot he was on this team. He's out. Jabari Smith, game-time decision. Pat Will, game-time decision. Garson Yabusele, game-time decision. I have never, in all the times that I've been doing this, seen this many people on the injury report. Never. And of course, the Lakers, as we said, Maxi Kleber, LeBron James, Jackson Hayes, all game-time decisions, but add Marcus Smart to that list as well. I don't think his name was over there. So the injury reports are a little different on both sides, both apps rather. So yeah, we'll see who plays. I think it could be random. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised to see really anything out there. Lakers could rest all their guys. The Bulls could rest all their guys. Who knows? But we'll be watching at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, whatever the case may be. And you know for sure that there's going to be some point guards on the floor, multiple ones, no matter what, because the Bulls got a million of them. So that's really what's going on, man. I actually like the idea of just having another young team to go up against that's not going to push us too hard so that we can get ourselves in that third spot. I think we will be gaining third if we win this game, or at least maintaining fourth for certain. A lot of things got to go on around us that work out in our favor. But I want to see Austin Reeves continue to work on, continuing to build his way out of this slump. I want to see the same from some of our other guys as well, because we've had some guys, Rui Hachimura is coming off a not-so-great game, so I'd like to see him bounce back. And just after that Minnesota game and the New York game, I just really have come to expect that the Lakers are in a good stretch and they're playing with a lot of energy. So we want to see that energy continue. That's really what it is. As a unit, we've been playing better. We've been assisting the ball really well with one another. Our defensive intensity and overall attention to detail has been great over these last 6 games or so, especially over the last 3 specifically. And yeah, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. So yeah, does the Rockets play tonight? The Rockets lost last night to somebody. I'm very happy about that. And the Suns play the Pacers tonight. They'll likely win that game. The Nuggets play the Spurs tonight. Hopefully the Spurs take care of business. And we got to take care of business against Chicago, though. So, yeah. And the Lakers are, tied with Houston for the 3rd overall seed. So, if we win this game, we get the 3rd seed by ourselves, at least for a moment. If we lose this game, depending on what happens with Denver, we can fall to 5. Minnesota doesn't play, so we won't likely fall to 6 at all. And plus, we beat Minnesota, so we have a tiebreaker there. Phoenix is 2 games behind us, so even if they win and we lose, we're still ahead of them. But keep our eyes on that Denver-San Antonio game, and we need to take care of business against the Bulls tonight. And if we do that, we got 3rd place all by ourselves. If not, then we find ourselves likely dealing with 5th place. And then, of course, we see Denver next. So if we're in that tight spot, man, it's only like a handful of games left, maybe 12, 13 games left. It's going to be a dogfight between these teams, Houston, Lakers, Denver, Minnesota, and Phoenix. See who can get this 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 spot. So, yeah, these are important games. There are no gimme games left. There are no, tank games or whatever. You rest your guys and just expect that it's okay to lose. You don't have that luxury anymore. Not if you are trying to approach seeding responsibly. There's a world, I'll just say this, and I'm thinking it. There is a world where it's probably smarter to position yourself for the path that you want in the playoffs than it necessarily is to just go for seeding. Because you can mess around, you beat in 3rd spot, and end up playing a team you can't beat. Denver, we probably want to avoid them. Houston, you probably want to avoid them. Minnesota, we've been beating all year. Probably should want to play them. Phoenix has been beating us all year. Probably don't want to play them. I definitely don't want to play them because we've seen them a million times. But you probably don't want to play. So it's like if you can position yourself to see Minnesota in the 1st round, even though they just knocked you out, they don't seem to be as good a team this year. That might be your best path because the athletes of Houston, I don't think we can beat. Denver, we can't beat Denver. We know that. Not in the playoffs. We know that. We haven't been able to beat Denver in several years. You don't want to see them in the 1st round. If you have to face them, you want to see them later no matter what. And like I said, Phoenix has just had our number. Some teams have your number. Some teams play hard. Phoenix plays very hard. You prefer not to see them. So is there a world where the Lakers find themselves looking at it that way? Or do you just care about getting home court advantage no matter what? And then, of course, if you find yourself inserting seeding, in the 1st round, you maybe get out of the 1st round and you got OKC in the 2nd round. Do you try to avoid that and maybe take your chances to try to position yourself so that you see San Antonio in the 2nd round? Path matters. Path matters a lot. And I don't know if the Lakers are thinking like that or not. I don't know if other teams are thinking like that or not. But I can tell you this. I don't want to see Amen Thompson in the 1st round. Not with his athleticism and Kevin Durant. I don't want to see them. Denver, Jokic, we can't guard him. We don't want to see Jokic in the 1st round. So it's like, even if you get that 3rd seed, you might mess around with the wrong path and be out of here in the 1st round anyway, even with home court advantage. We're a better road team. We've been home any damn way. So that's something to think about as well. So, I don't know, man. I just throw that out there. I think at this point, you just want to get seeding going for yourself, but there is a world where you start shifting your thinking to say, okay, we do want to play this team. We don't want to play that team. But the truth of the matter is, we have deficiencies in some areas that all of these teams could beat us in. And that's just what it is. So, I mean, if your best path is to try to position yourself to play the team that beat you last year, you're probably not in a good spot. So, that's really what it is I have to say. And then we still got issues in a certain area, and that area is how do we incorporate LeBron James into this thing and actually win against good teams? Because all these games that we've been winning against these good teams have been without the king. Austin and Luka leading the way. Everybody else just doing banshee stuff and rebounding and stuff like that. You incorporate the king back in, and are you as good a team? He's going to come back. I mean, it sounds insane, but I don't know. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't think those big three really work. I think this is built best with just two guys looking to get all the shots, not three guys trying to figure out who gets what. And I just think that it does indeed hurt the team in a way. So I don't know if everybody's feeling the way I'm feeling, but I'm almost like, man, I'm concerned in different ways based on whether Bron is back or not. It might be in our best interest to position ourselves differently with this team in regards to what I just described versus the team that LeBron's going to be a part of. You might need to play different people because of that dynamic. You might need to position yourself for a different path if you're trying to win with LeBron versus without him, with the dynamics that ultimately we have going on. So it's a little bit of a mess, man, but what I do know is we're winning against good teams for the first time in a long time. He's not a part of it. And I just want to win. I don't give a damn who's running around, truly. If we can win good games against good teams with LeBron James, then I'm great with that. If we can't, then just like anybody else I want off the floor, I'm going to say the same thing about him. And so I want to win, man. And we got to find ways to get this big three into a position to where they can confidently win basketball games with one another against playoff teams. So I don't know, man. I am nervous. I'm nervous about what this team looks like when LeBron comes back because I don't think that big three has meshed well, and I don't think they fit to begin with. And without one of the two big three, it makes all the sense in the world. The roster makes sense. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Everybody's happy they're getting their touches. The team is just better without one of the three. So, yeah, that's what I got to say about that, man. I'm not comfortable saying that either at all. I'm really not. But it is exactly what I see there. And I'm a little concerned that the lack of playing time with those three, they can't seem to get on the floor at the same time, and now we're supposed to throw them out there in playoff settings against good teams when they've been proven they can lose those games all season long. I don't know, man. I don't know. Part of me a part of me wants the coach to look at LeBron James and say, look, you're going to be on the bench from here on out, bro. you coming off the bench. We'll give you your minutes, but in second unit situations where those two aren't on the floor. I had to cut my losses big time because I don't have to worry about them three trying to figure out how to do things. But even when it comes down to it in the fourth quarter, down the stretch of these basketball games, you get that dynamic because you're not going to leave him off the floor. You ain't going to leave any one of those three off the floor. So all those problems that come with them three being on the floor are going to be down there in the end any damn way. I have my concerns, y'all. I do. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But we'll see. Maybe LeBron will run tonight, and if so, maybe we can start to build on that chemistry, with those three tonight. But they got to figure it out, man, and they got to figure it out like literally right now. And if Bron's going to continue to miss games, then that just eats away at the opportunity for them to gel, like it has been all damn season. And now it really matters that we be good, and we are good, and we were good when he was out with Sciatica too, and that's something I can't shake. So that's pretty much what I got to say, man. We'll watch it tonight. Whoever's on the floor, we'll be watching tonight. We'll be rooting for him. We hope for the win. And that's really it, man. I don't take anybody for granted. Chicago's been playing a little better now, so we will respect our opponent. We won't overlook them, even though we got a big game against Denver. Every game's big, as you can clearly see with the seeding. So that's pretty much what I got to say, man. Video 44, thank you all for watching. Bye.